Hi, welcome to my new series called the Weekly Retrospective, where I talk about what I worked on this week, my key takeaway, and any challenges I faced. This week was a bit of an eye-opening week for me. I had been facing a lot of challenges with trying to wrap my head around what exactly we're trying to do here at my company. I've been here for about 6 months, but I started on a new product recently about a month ago, and I've been trying to wrap my head around what's important and what's not. The product that I work on is based in the clinical trial space, and I find it very complex and kind of daunting, and there's a lot of complexity to each decision that needs to be made to push something out. And I know that everyone says ship, but I'm one of those types of people that tries to solve every single problem all at once, and I fall into the trap of scope creep pretty easily. This week I chose to control all that uncertainty and harness it and put it into productive activities that would help me in my day-to-day instead of just kind of spinning circles in my head. I did a lot of user interviews, some design refinement and requirement refinement, and that was when I kind of realized that we don't have to solve every single problem all at once. And I think it's in the nature of product management to be mindful of that distinction of what problems you need to solve currently. So that's a key takeaway that I'll talk about later in the video. We also had some new features come down from leadership, which I wanted to also validate at the user interview level. Seems like all the interviews that I'm conducting are validating leadership's hunches, and I feel like we're in a pretty good spot if we solve that problem quickly. Yeah, so that was my week in a nutshell. Lots of exciting growth and insightful conversations. My key takeaway for this week was production over perfection. What I mean by that is it is more valuable to both the business and the customers, that it's really important to provide some value slice to the users, whether it's a core functionality or solving 1 to 2 key pain points. That's more important than trying to solve 5 pain points in a mediocre way. What I want to follow going forward in my product management day to day is getting something out to customers frequently, getting hands on the product, getting eyes on the product, gathering feedback, and then prioritizing that feedback against what we had already prioritized for a later version anyway, see if that still matches up. And then while gathering all that feedback on your product, keep on with the continuous discovery, keep on with talking to users every day and getting into their shoes and into their minds, and then rinse and repeat. Honestly, just keep releasing, keep learning, and keep iterating. It's one of those tangible experiences where I actually found out what the power of iteration is and why it's important to us. And honestly, it's gonna help me talk to my engineering team a lot better, talk to the marketing team a lot better, and learn in a more focused way from our customers a lot better. So that's my key takeaway: production over perfection. Coming up, might be facing some organizational changes, which I'm a little bit nervous about, and I'm excited about the organizational changes, but of course with change comes challenge. So I'm just hoping to keep an open mind and be as helpful as possible, and take on as much as I can to ease the transition, and hopefully everything smooths over in a few weeks or a few months. And the other challenge that I'm facing is around marketing and training documentation. I have usually worked on a lot of internal products, very focused builds where we're on new product builds, so training and documentation has not been super important or part of my day-to-day. But as I've been moved to a more customer-facing product or user-facing product, there needs to be clear, concise product documentation, which I am kind of looking forward to the challenge. It helps me put my marketing cap back on and put some of the sales lingo back to good use. I know I'm not trying to sell anything here, but talking to the customers in an empathetic way, writing training documentation in a way that they understand. Looking forward to putting those skills to good use and providing some solid training documentation. If anyone has any tips around training documentation that you'd love to share with me, or writing training documents for products, I'd love to take a look. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you found that you identified with any of the takeaways or challenges that I'm facing, feel free to subscribe or like the video. I'm always looking to grow the conversation and learn a little bit more from each other. So hit the subscribe button to keep up with my takeaways, and look forward to seeing you soon. And have a good weekend.